Intune friends. In previous video, we managed to successfully link our Google Play account that we had created with our Intune tenant. Then we have installed Android Studio in order to create a virtual device, and that's what we're going to do in this video. So you can create a project and do a lot of things. This is done mostly for app development. I'm going to create the Android virtual device and after enroll it into Intune. So let's click on more action here. So I've just started Android Studio. And there we have virtual device manager. That's the one I'm interested in. So here, let's click on create a device. And I'm an iPhone guy. So I'm not so good on Android. Whatever, we need one where we have the Play Store, so you can pick whatever you like here in the list. Can even be tablet, of course. I'm gonna go with a phone. I take a Pixel Pro 7. So let's go next on this one. Then we need an OS on it, I guess, a system image. Same here, it has to have Google Play, most have. I'll go with the Tiramisu, and system image must be selected. Probably need to download. Yep, let's download another 1.4 gigabytes. So yes, it's pretty heavy, this software, Android Studio. Okay, so it's finished. Let's click on finished. So now we got one of our device, we got this one, so it let me go next now. The name, I maybe keep that. I'll just prefix it GBN. I mean, that's just in the studio. So this is the hardware. This is the software. Portrait landscape. Let's go with portrait. And I'll think we are, well, let's show advanced settings. Again, I don't know so much about that. Quick boot, full latency, none, internal storage. Why not? I'll assume this is good. Let's go finish. So they already gave one here that I could have used, but it's more fun to have our own, and I'm not sure this one have the Google Play. No, Google API, so you have to create one. So if I click on the Play here, it should power up. And depending on your hardware, yes, it can be a bit slow. My firewall wants to allow it. I allow it. Yes, you can. Is that another allow access, or is it just okay? So here I got a device. Again, I haven't used this a million of times. I probably need to power it on. Okay, took a little while after I clicked, or I didn't need to click and it would have done it by itself. Well, while this one is loading, I'll go to back to devices here. So I'm in the intune.microsoft.com devices. Under there we have platform. Let's click Android. Under Android we have Android Enrollment. So we have already linked in Google Play, but here we have different enrollment profiles. So I can speak very quickly about them. Personally owned device. That means it's someone's, well, personal Android device. And that's actually what I'm going to do this one. It's going to be a personal one. Then you have a corporate owned dedicated device. Those could be like a kiosk, like could be used just to scan or to enter in some data. So it just have one function. Not so common, I would say. And here we have the two other ways. It's to have fully managed user device. That means that you can only use your company apps and everything. You can't even sign in with a personal one. Then you have one that I prefer. I haven't used it so much, so I'm not an expert at all, but it's the corporate owned device with work profile. That means that you can have personal also. It's a company owned, but you can have multiple accounts. And it's pretty cool how it works. You have a work folder that we will see even here with the work profile. It's a very cool thing. Just go back a bit here. So we have basically three things. We have Android device administrator. That's legacy. So I'm not going to go through that at all because I'm pretty new at this with Android myself. And since this is legacy, it's dying. If you already run it today, maybe it could be interesting, but it's definitely not the future. So that leaves us with two. Android open source project. That's for all countries that's not supported with the enterprise, which is this, have to. Basically, I think that's China and possible Russia due to the war with Ukraine have to do that. A few other countries. So is Android Enterprise available in your country? That means can you use this for? Well, you can look through this list here, and all these countries have it. So a lot of countries. So if your country where you are in support this, then you're good. If then you can continue to use these four, which we will do in this session. If not, unfortunately, I will not go through these, but then you have to learn these. But hopefully, it's not so different. And remember these four here, or at least three. Those we're going to use mostly these. And also remember that this one can be read as enterprise and this one as AOSP and device. We're not going to use these two down here, but each time we create if we create compliance policy, which we're going to do in the following videos, or configuration profile, you get those three options. So let's do it. We are not going to do that in this video. I'm just going to start to show. So if we create the policy, select platform, you have Android device administrator. That's the one I said is legacy, so we're never going to click on that one. Android as of, it's for those countries that don't have an agreement to run Android Enterprise. And we are always going to go with Android Enterprise. And if I go to configuration profiles, you're going to see the same there. Create a profile, legacy for those countries who don't have a license or agreement for Android Enterprise and Enterprise. And we're always going to do Enterprise. So I like that because that means you can focus on less thing, because it's a bit scary in the beginning when you go in here and see everything. So we will not speak about these three down here. We'll speak a bit about this, but I'm actually going to use this one. Let's see if our device have powered up. It is up. Excellent. So if we follow this one personally owned device, we should just need to install company portal. So here, another thing, I'm not so structuring this video, I hope you follow me, is that you might have blocked device Android. By default, I don't think you have that. But to verify this, go devices. If we scroll down here, we have enrollment device platform restriction. And it doesn't matter when, well, it starts on Android, but you could have stand on Mac OS or wherever. Again, this one should be lower M. There is no capital M in Mac OS. It's like iOS, it's always lowercase also. But if we click all users here, you're going to see for, and click properties, we're going to see for all platforms. So here we have the legacy one. And actually, since it's legacy, you don't have to do that. I'm just going to block that. I don't want to use the legacy one. Here you see Android Enterprise. That's the one we're going to do, even though it's a personal one. And if this was blocked, what I'm going to show, it's not going to work, but it should be allowed by default. If not, change that. You can also allow a minimum range, like 12.1 that it would allow. But I don't put, I allow any Android OS versions. So the only thing I did now was actually to block the legacy Android device administration. I allow all other Android. You could also limit it on manufacturer. As the save data here makes no sense at all. Gotta remove that. So I forgot which one I created. If I go back to my studio, I should see it right. So I have a pixel. So I assume we could put to only allow a pixel or alike, but I allow all manufacturer. I just wanted to show that. So I'm going to save this one since I'm blocking this legacy Android that we spoke about. So if we go back to devices, Android enrollment. So we had these four. I'm going to do the personal owned. If we go back to another document, I will put the list. It mentioned all these four. If we take the enterprise personal owned uh, work profile device requirement to connect, you need an Android enterprise account. We should need well, we just have to verify that it's not blocked, as we just look, and uh, company portal app should just be needed. So yeah, you notice, right? I have done this a million of times. So let's see if we can go to the Play Store and here get the, we probably need to log in, right? We'll sign in. Okay, my Google account. I'm not going to use the same as we set up the Play account. I'm going to use another one. I don't know which keyboard I have here, but let's do an @ sign with the keyboard down here. .cloud. I'm going to be careful when I type in my password here. Okay, it took my password. I say agree. I just want to have access to download apps because we want the company portal from Microsoft. With that, we can enroll the device. I will accept this after reading through everything. Just keep crashing on me. Let's start it again. If another app works, if it's only the App Store will crash for me. Sure. Okay. Let's allow. Let's see if we can get the company portal. Company app. Yep, that's the one I want. Why I have the feeling that it's going to crash. Maybe I can reach it this way. Then I don't care that the one failed. Okay. Yeah, my excuses. I'm not an Android expert, and I don't know why the Google Play crashed, but I could just Google in Google Chrome for Intune Company Portal and could download and install it that way. So that's fine. Hopefully you don't get the same, but if you get the Google Store open, then just search for Intune Company Portal there and install it that way. The only thing we want is the Intune Company Portal anyway. Once it's installed, we're going to open it up and then we're going to enroll it. And then hopefully we're going to see it as our first device in here under Android, because right now it's empty. If I go Android devices, no devices at all. Okay, it's finished. Let's open Intune Company Portal. And at this point, so we haven't prefixed anything or pre-done. This one have no idea which Intune tenant I'm speaking about, but it's going to know that based on the domain that I log in. So whatever username at and then your domain. So I'll put John, and I'm going to use the keyboard for the @ sign here. Brents.cloud. And then now it's just going to read at Brents.cloud and understand, aha, okay, I know which Intune tenant you want to belong to. Let's authenticate you and authorize you. So now it wants my password. So hopefully we are enrolling our first Android device. Well, for me it is. Okay, this I have not done. Let's not postpone. Let's begin. So work profile, that's really cool. So on your Android, you're just going to have a little folder, looks like a suitcase. And when you click on that, then you have your work stuff there. So if you use your personal phone and you still have work, you can just close it and all work notification are on. So really cool. Uh, let's begin here. So here it's going to say what we can't see. We can't see who I call, my location, but we can see the model, which is needed for inventory, serial number, which operating system, work apps, very important, work apps. So it won't see if I install a personal app, it won't see it. Who's the owner? Well, it's going to be me, device name. I don't remember if we took the device name here, if this actually is the device name we're going to see show up GBN. I thought that was just here, but maybe that's actually the name of the device also. Okay, so I definitely accept this. I thought it would be accept, but so now it's setting up my work profile. This is something I'm jealous. I would like the same on iPhone and other phones. That it's this work profile is so separated, and I actually think this is recorded in September 2023. I think Apple have their own work profile now. Maybe they had since a few months, so it's coming there too. But this work profile on Android I've seen for several years now. Well, we should check view terms. I click accept and continue. And here you see the little briefcase. That's going to be the folder where all my work email and everything is. And if I'm done for the day, I can close that. Exactly. Pause work apps when you're done for the day. It's really cool. Okay, here comes company portal. Very slow on my machine. I think on a hardware device, or maybe I give too little memory or like to this device. It should go faster. Okay, now it looks like it's connecting. I still haven't refreshed the behind here, but I guess now it's actually really connecting. You see the Intune icon looks nearly like normal except for this little briefcase showing it's a work profile. Looks like maybe we are in. We'll see what it shows here. Nope, we are only create work profile. Okay, we're still on activate work profile. Okay, we continue. Now it's registering my device. Okay, so when this have reached the end here, if I refresh, then we should see my device in the console. That's no good. I'll prefer to wait. Ah, that was a good thing to wait. It's probably going to sort of crash again and put wait. I'm wondering, while I did the installation, there was an Intel module that it gave an error on for virtualization. Maybe that's why it's going to so slow. Hey, I think the registration is taking place now. I don't want to switch screen and miss this, but hopefully if this one managed to reach here without stop responding, but each time it's going to ask stop responding, I'm just going to say, hey, wait. I know it's taking longer than it should, but it's my fault. This won't do that. I'll just refresh and see if I'm in. I'm in. John Android for work. It seems like it named it not my name, but that's fine. It doesn't know OS version yet because, well, it's still fighting with this. Okay, so finally finished. Uh, Work apps. So mine crashed, so I have started company portal again, and now it's continue the registration. I see it here. It doesn't seem to have got all the information, but I know which OS level. So I think we are good. One. Okay. Looks like registration and everything is good. Let's see if I do a refresh. Does it have more information? Still no information about total storage. Uh, that's not my phone number, but that's fine. And Android, probably, oh, it probably Android Studio just give a bogus one. That's fine. No apps, no device compliance. Oh, the default one. We haven't put any configuration or anything. So I think we, however, have successfully enrolled the device. We'll see if it gets more data later. So that's good. Okay, support. This should be GBN. There is no company. I thought it would have been one. So if we, is there a way to sync? Nope. Let's see settings, usage data. Oh, there we can sync. Let's sync and see if we get some policies. We don't have any policies, but that's how we can do it. Okay. That went a longer time for me. I hope I can cut this down so it don't become as long for you. But I think it's because I didn't had so much resources on this device. So we have successfully enrolled an Android device. And how did we enroll it? Well, there are four ways. We did it personally owned. We can quickly go through, well, this is the kiosk one, but these are pretty similar. So if we click on this one, um, we can create a profile. Let's call it GBN Android Enrollment Profile. And enroll an Android. That should create the QR code. Let's see if it does that actually. So if we click on this enrollment, here's the token. Yep, here's the QR code. So you need to reset your Android mobile, and then with the camera scan this, and then the enrollment takes place. And it's very similar for, so this is for fully managed. It's nearly the same procedure here. So GBN Android with work profile. Right. I'm going through this very quickly. And we create this one as well. And the same there, it's going to be another QR code to scan. But you need to reset the device. If you want to have the device as it is, you have to do it personally owned, like I did. Then you just need to enroll it like we have done. So we have successfully enrolled the Android device. I thought that was pretty cool. In the next video, we're gonna go to apps and push some Android apps to this device. See you in the next video. Thank you very much.